What's up, everybody? John from Old Running Farm here. Thanks for joining us. In today's video, we are going to talk about how not to get scammed when buying chickens or eggs online. So, there has been a massive proliferation of scammers online. And I mean, scammers, they've been out there since the beginning of time, right? We all get those phone calls, hello, sir, hello, ma'am. But anyway, I spend a lot of time in hatching egg groups on Facebook. Sometimes shopping, Catherine, and sometimes selling. Hopefully most of the time selling. Because we have all of these chickens here. Like right here we have our Wheaton Morans, and we have Wheaton Americanas. These have been very popular, our Lemon Owlbeards, with Jubilee Orpingtons, and I'll go through some of the other ones that we have. But anyway, so we spend a lot of time talking on Facebook, and technically, you are not allowed to sell animals on Facebook. So we also do not sell animals on Facebook. Okay? And with that, surprisingly comes an awful lot of scammers. So I'm going to go through some of the red flags that you may see when you're buying things online. Number one, and this is a general rule that should go without question when buying anything online from anyone, do not use PayPal, friends, and family. That should go without saying. PayPal, friends, and family exists just so that you can send money to your friends and to your family. And the reason why is because there's no recourse that PayPal can take once that money is sent. So if you are talking to somebody online, you're like, hey, I'm looking for these Lemon Owlbeards. And they say, okay, please send me $100 from PayPal, friends, and family. And another thing that they'll often say is like, this helps the processing time and blah, blah, blah. But one of the biggest things, if you're buying from a reputable seller, when you start a business, you have to know that there are some upfront costs, especially when it comes to payment processing. Paying the fees that PayPal charges you is just one of those things that you have to accept as a business person. Because one of the other things is it protects both the seller and the buyer. There was a situation, I think last year, where we had somebody who, they were outraged about something. I forget exactly what it was, like USPS damaged the package or something like that, but they still ended up with viable eggs, but they threw them out or something crazy. And so they put a case in through PayPal against us. PayPal initially gave them their money back. Then we appealed, and then PayPal looked at all the information, and they said, you know what, you're right, this person's wrong, here's your money back. So PayPal ended up giving both of us our money back. So nobody lost, really, in that situation. So anyway, always use PayPal Business. And now, if somebody is a legitimate seller and they have a PayPal Business account, they can even send you an invoice. So always look for something professional like that, that has their website, their contact information, blah, blah, blah. Another big red flag, and I'm sorry for all these chickens here, but you guys are here for chickens, right? Another big red flag is that these scammers will have every single breed you can possibly imagine. So when you're shopping for a chicken, if you're looking for something in particular, ask about 6 or 7 other breeds and see what pictures they have. Because another thing that you'll notice is that these scammers will pull pictures from the internet, just random farms throughout the internet. So if you are looking for Lemon Owlbeards, and then you ask if they also have Jubilee Orpingtons, you'll probably get 2 pictures, and they'll say, yes, of course we have those, because they're just trying to get your money. But then you look at the pictures, and you look and you see, you know, how does the grass look? Is the grass the same? Are the pictures of the driveway? Is the driveway's different? Yada, yada. Because if you look at our setup here, and I apologize, it's been really wet, so we are messy, but you see we have a very consistent setup. So if somebody asks for, so we have Tolbun Polish in here, why don't we let them out? Haven't fed them quite yet. But so if somebody asked for Tolbun Polish, we would be able to send them a picture and include, you know, our door, and we could send them this whole thing. You know, so even though obviously it's a different breed than our Jubilee Orpingtons, you can see there's some consistency. Maybe I'll see if Catherine can find it. There was something funny where somebody was testing a scammer online, and they were like asking them if they had like Dr. Seuss breeds of chickens, and they said yes to everything. Because these people are just trying to get your money. So they'll say, They have whatever they got. So always ask for like different breeds of chickens and check out their pictures, see what they look like. Like, hey, guys, chill out. Testosterone, am I right? Okay. One of the things that I notice when it comes to poultry scammers is that they will often have the word poultry in their name. And like when you're buying from, you know, local people or chicken breeders, for the most part, they do not say poultry or fowl in the name. You know, and so if you see like Old McDonald's Poultry Farm, that I would have some questions about that. And that's just me. But anyway, because, you know, I mean, we're Old Reading Farm, but you know, a lot of people, that it's just the word poultry or fowl in the name. Ask some questions. So the other thing that people do, scammers do, is that they'll have Facebook pages with like thousands and thousands of likes, making it look legitimate. But if you're looking on Facebook for stuff like that, they should also have a website. They should also have an Instagram. I mean, and this is not to say that you have to, but I think it's super easy these days for businesses to have a presence everywhere online. Like, there's no reason why a farm shouldn't have an Instagram, a website, and a Facebook page. You know, and granted, like ours, Catherine does a great job managing our Instagram and our Facebook page, but it's not something we spend a whole lot of time on. But you want to look for consistency throughout that. So like, you'll see the same pictures on our Instagram that you'll see on our website, that you'll see on our Facebook page. So you want to look for some of that consistency there. You also want to, you can always ask them more questions. Where are you located? How long have you been breeding chickens, or whatever you're looking for? Any kind of detailed questions that can help you suss out whether this person is sus or not. Because obviously if somebody asks us a whole bunch of questions, you know, it might be a little annoying, it might be a little bit much, and we're not going to tell you exactly where we live because we don't like giving our address out. But, you know, we can give you the general vicinity, and we can give you a little bit of history on us, and luckily for us, we have this whole YouTube channel. And so, like, also, I wouldn't be opposed to, if somebody is spending an awful lot of money, like, giving them a custom video or something, or different pictures or something like that. But so, really, just be careful out there, everybody. There's a lot of scammers, and it's not fun. So there's probably other things that I'm not thinking of right now, but I'm gonna let the rest of the chickens out, and I'll consult with Catherine and see if we have any more.
Okay, so I am working on editing the video that you are watching right now, and John said he was going to consult with me, but he's out working on something, so I'm going to hop in and show you like a few more really quick red flags, because I am like a scammer hunter, and whenever I find them, there's a few things that I always look at. So this is a super scammy page, Blessings Backyard Chickens and Ducks. So the way that John was saying the word poultry reads as scammy to him, I think that backyard and chickens both do too, because they're trying to get you like, oh, this is some local chicken keeper. Like our farm page doesn't have the word chickens in it because it doesn't need to. So this is super scammy. And the religious thing, no offense, is also scammy when they're like, oh, God bless you. I would like the praying hands emoji. That's not like normal when you're transacting with a farm and you're trying to purchase hatching eggs or chickens. So these are all red flags for me. I haven't even started and these are red flags. So one thing I want you to look at their location right here. Florida, Little Rock, California, Washington. Who's in all these locations? No one. They want you to think that you're close to them, so the shipping isn't going to be a big deal. And it also, they've got the pound symbol here, like the euro. Where are you? But they don't want you to know, because we recently had someone, and I'll pop a screenshot up, we had somebody in the UK being like, hey, I saw you put all those angry face emojis on this one farm page, what's up? And I was like, that's a scam, don't buy from them. And they were like, oh, thanks so much, you saved me $150. If you ever want to come stay at my campground, like, please do. We're in the UK. And we're like, we're in the States. They don't care where they're scamming from. So look at how many posts these people make, and like in the frequency. So 2 hours ago, and then it goes 2 days ago, 2 days ago, 2 days ago, 2 days ago, 2 days ago. So what they're trying to do is make this page look real and active, even though what it really does is make it look fake, 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 fake. No real farm page is posting like 27 times on the same day. They're just trying to add content to their page so that if you come here looking for something, you're like, oh, good, they have these ducks and they have these ducks and they have these chickens. But that should be a major, major, major red flag for you. Literally all of these posts were made 2 days ago. And like, I don't know, don't they have a job or a hobby? But this is their job and their hobby. They're trying to scam people out of their money. So we've talked about the backgrounds. One thing, so the way I found this is lots of times scammers will make fake profiles, like regular person profiles, and then they'll recommend this scam page. So it'll be like, whoever, weird fake name, oh, I ordered my whatever you're searching for from Blessings Backyard Chickens and Ducks. Check them out. And then they'll use that like down pointing finger emoji. I don't know any non-scammer who does that. So if somebody uses this emoji, automatically I'm like, that's a scammer recommending a scam page. And then if you think that somebody is a scammer, so if you look at any profile, click on view profile, and then there's this about info. So a real person will say where they're from. They might have stuff that they're following, where they went to school, places that they've checked in. So this is a very real profile. If you go to a scammer profile, there's either going to be nothing or it's going to be like weird stuff in a different country. Like if they went to college in Africa, like yeah, maybe they went to college in Africa, or maybe it's a scammer in Africa. You know, like if you see anything that's in India and you're in the United States looking to buy chickens, probably not real. Just like have your skepticism brain turned on, and anything that you're like, oh, that's a little weird. It is. It's weird, and don't send them money. And don't send them money, PayPal, friends, and family. Just don't do it.
So actually there is one more. And this is not, I do not mean this in terms of, okay, so I don't want to be ignorant of people who speak English as a second language. But one of the things that you'll notice with scammers oftentimes, especially if you're in the US, there are some like colloquialisms that don't quite make it through, and like different ways of speaking that these guys use. And so like oftentimes it's like dear sir or dear madam, and I'll see if we can throw some example screenshots up here. So it's not necessarily that like you can't look at the fact that they don't speak English well as like a red flag necessarily. It's more the way that they're using the language. It's like yes sir, yes ma'am, and like, you know, oftentimes they'll say yes ma'am when I'm clearly a guy. And so it's like, you know, you just want to, again, I guess the difference is with me. Will you guys just be quiet for like 1 second? Apparently not. With me, I am skeptical of everyone, all of you. I don't trust anyone except for Catherine. And even then, she's tricky. But so like, I think anytime you're entering an online transaction, just enter it with a healthy dose of skepticism, ask questions, and if you're at all concerned, don't send your money. The other thing, here's another thing. They will always ask for insurance. And so like the ones that I've seen the most are the super rare breeds, or they'll use like photoshopped pictures. But like I've seen people who are like buying like 2 birds at a time. So they'll buy 2 rare breed pullets, and it'll be a great deal. And then they'll pay for like next day shipping. And then the day after, like, oh, we actually need you to pay insurance. And so they're just going to keep trying to bleed money from you. So if you have sent money and you're concerned, don't send any more. But anyway, my main thing is never ever use PayPal, friends, and family. Even Venmo, I'm not 100%, you know, secure on. And again, I really feel strongly that in today's age, in 2024, if you're a legitimate seller and you don't have a website, you're doing something wrong. I mean, you could be like a backyard chicken breeder, in which case you know, do whatever you want. But like Squarespace is super cheap and it's really easy to make a really professional website. I have been a website designer for the longest time, but once I left my job full time and I was doing my farm, I built a Squarespace site. And they don't sponsor us or anything like that. It's just they actually have a great product now, and I'm with it. So, anyway, just be careful out there, chicken people. All right? Anyway, I think that's it. If you guys have any experiences with scammers or if you have any other suggestions, leave them in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.